Good morning students, welcome to session 1 on successive differentiation. So this is the third chapter in this course in BSc first sem. First let us study about the successive differentiation means. So we know that if y is a function of x, that is if y is equals to f of x is continuous function, then dy by dx is nothing but f dash of x, derivative of the function f of x is called the first order derivative of y with respect to x. And if dy by dx is again a continuous function of x, then it can be differentiated again with respect to x, so as to get the derivative of dy by dx is the derivative of f dash x. So and derivative of dy by dx is denoted by d2y by dx square, and the derivative of f dash of x is denoted by f double dash of x. It is called the second order derivative of y with respect to x. Similarly, if you differentiate second order derivative with respect to x again, it is known as third order derivative, and derivative of third order derivative is known as fourth order derivative, etc. So and it is the derivative of n minus 1th order derivative of a function is the nth order derivative dy raised to n by dx raised to n is called nth order derivative. So that is if you differentiate the function again and again n times, then we can call it as a nth order derivative of a function. And these are all denoted by like this here: dy by dx, d2y by dx square, d3y by dx cube, etc. d raised to ny by dx raised to n are called successive derivatives. And the process of obtaining these derivatives is called successive differentiation. So let us take the note here. The nth order derivative of a function y equals to f of x is denoted by, in many different ways we can denote this derivative: d raised to ny by dx raised to n, or d raised to ny, or y to the power of n, or yn y suffix n, or fn of x, or dn of f of x, etc. These are all the different notations we use for the derivative of a function. Suppose for example, let us take one example here. If y is equals to x cube is a one function, then its derivative, its successive differentiations are dy by dx. You know, derivative of x raised to 3 is 3x square, that is derivative of x raised to n is n into x raised to n minus 1. And derivative, its second order derivative means differentiate this 3x square. Derivative of 3x square is 3 as it is, derivative of x square is 2x. So 3 into 2 is 6x. And its third derivative, that is derivative of 6x is 6, etc. If you differentiate it once again, you will get derivative constant as 0. Let us take the nth derivative of some standard functions. These are all very important. Suppose we have here y is equals to e raised to ax. Then find its nth order derivative. Let y equals to e raised to ax is a function. Then differentiate this with respect to x. That is, we know it is in the form of y equals to e raised to mx. You know, derivative of e raised to mx is m into e raised to mx. That is e raised to mx as it is, derivative of mx is m with respect to x. So its derivative is denoted by y1, and it is a into e raised to ax. Differentiating again with respect to x, it is denoted by y2, and a is constant as it is, derivative of e raised to ax is again a into e raised to ax. So it is a into a square into e raised to ax y2. Similarly, from this observing this result, we can generalize this. So y3 is a cube e raised to ax. This is a fourth order derivative is a raised to 4 e raised to ax, etc. In general, it is, see here, from this previous result we can generalize this. If it is y2 means a square e raised to ax, y3 is a cube e raised to ax, so we can generalize this one. So yn is a raised to n into e raised to ax. So this is the nth order derivative of e raised to ax is a raised to n into e raised to ax, or we can also denote like this here: the nth order derivative of e raised to ax as a raised to n into e raised to ax. Take one more. Find the nth order derivative of a raised to mx. Let us take it as y equals to a raised to mx. Let us differentiate this. Differentiating with respect to x, we have here y1 is equals to derivative of a raised to mx. We know, so we know this formula. derivative of a raised to x is a raised to x into log a. So here it is not x, it is mx. So first you differentiate this with respect to, let us treat this one as x only. It is like a raised to x into log a. Then here you have to observe this. This is a composite function. It is not x. Then it is mx. So you have to differentiate this once again. Derivative of mx. If it is simply x, then you have to stop here only. Because here derivative of a raised to x is a raised to x into log a. If this is other than x, then you have to differentiate this once again. This is known as composite function. So a raised to mx as it is, log a as it is, derivative of mx with respect to x. M is constant, derivative of x with respect to x is 1. So it is y1 is m, this is m is constant, and this log a is also constant, m log a into a raised to mx. Take this one as equation number 1. So now differentiating again with respect to x, it is denoted by y2, and derivative of this one, m log a constant as it is, derivative of a raised to mx. So from equation number 1, derivative of a raised to mx is m log a into a raised to mx. So this m log a as it is, derivative of a raised to mx is m log a into a raised to mx. So y2 is m log a whole square into a raised to mx. So similarly we can differentiate this once again. So y3 is m log a raised to a cube into a raised to mx, and we can generalize this one. In general, it is yn is equals to m log a raised to n into a to the power of mx. That is here nth order derivative of a raised to mx is m log a whole raised to n into a raised to mx. You have to remember all these formulas. Take one more. Find nth order derivative of ax plus b raised to n. Take this one as y. Let y is equals to ax plus b raised to m it is. Take this one as m, not n. So now y1, that is the differentiation of ax plus b raised to m. It is like m into ax plus b raised to m minus 1 into derivative of this base. That is here, it is like derivative of x raised to n. We know derivative of x raised to n is n into x raised to n minus 1. No? Again you have to see this base. It is not x. If it is other than x, then you have to differentiate this once again. That is derivative of ax plus b. It is m into ax plus b raised to m minus 1, and derivative of ax plus b with respect to x is a, because here b is constant. Derivative of constant is 0. So now this implies y1 is equals to, this a is constant, no, a into m, and this ax plus b raised to m minus 1. Now differentiating this once again, this am is constant, derivative of ax plus b raised to m minus 1. It is am as it is, derivative of ax plus b raised to m minus 1 is first with respect to power, that is m minus 1 into ax plus b raised to m minus 2 into derivative of ax plus b, this base. It is am into m minus 1 into this ax plus b raised to m minus 2 as it is, derivative of ax plus b with respect to x is again a. So we can simplify this. This a into a is a square, m into m minus 1 into ax plus b raised to m minus 2. And we can write this third derivative from by observing these y1 and y2. In observing these y1 and y2, we can write this y3 as, see here, this is y2 means a square, y3 is a cube. And in y2 we have m into m minus 1 2 terms. Here it is 3 terms. You have to write m into m minus 1 into m minus 2. And ax plus b raised to here m minus 2. And in case of 3, it is m minus 3. And similarly we can generalize this. Yn is equals to a raised to n, m into m minus 1, m minus 2, etc. up to, see here, 3 means it is 2. 2 means 3 minus 1. So this is m minus n minus 1 into ax plus b raised to m minus n. And this is the nth order derivative of ax plus b raised to m. Next is, find the nth order derivative of 1 by ax plus b. These are all the formulas we have to remember, because while solving the examples we use these formulas. Let us take this one as here y is equals to 1 by ax plus b, and we can take it in the numerator so that we can make these two as same. It is ax plus b raised to minus 1. Now differentiating this with respect to x. First with respect to power, that is minus 1 into ax plus b raised to minus 2. Derivative of x plus b, that is derivative of x plus b is 8. So it is minus 1 into 8 into ax plus b raised to minus 2. y1 is equals to here minus 1 into ax plus b raised to minus 2 into a. Now differentiate this once again with respect to x. This minus 1 as it is, again a derivative of ax plus b raised to minus 2 is minus 2 into ax plus b raised to minus 3 into again this one we can generalize this one here. Derivative of again ax plus b is a, no, that is a square will get. Here we have two terms, both are negative, so we can take here minus 1 square, we can take minus common in these two, and it is 1 into 2 into ax plus b raised to minus 3 into a square. Then next term is y3, that is minus 1 into minus 2 into minus 3, ax plus b raised to minus 4. We can generalize this using this term into a cube. So it is minus 1 whole cube into 1 into 2 into 3 into x plus b raised to minus 4 into a cube. We can generalize this. This implies yn is equals to, here in case of y2 we have minus 1 square. In case of y3 it is minus 1 cube. In case of yn it is minus 1 raised to n. And here y3 means it is 1 into 2 into 3. Yn means it is 1 into 2 into 3 etc. up to n. And the next term is, in case of y3 it is ax plus b raised to minus 4, 1 more than this 3 plus 1. So it is ax plus b raised to minus as it is n plus 1 into a raised to n it is. So this is the nth derivative of 1 divided by ax plus b. So that is we can take this one as here minus 1 raised to n as it is. And you know 1 into 2 into 3 etc. up to n is factorial n, and this one constant a raised to n as it is, and this is power is negative, we can take it in the denominator, it becomes divided by x plus b raised to n plus 1. Again this is the formula you have to remember. These are all not problems, these are all the formulas you have to remember. Last one, let us find the nth derivative of log of ax plus b. Take this one as y equals to log of ax plus b, then its first derivative is 1 divided by ax plus b into, that is derivative of log x is 1 by x plus b into derivative of ax plus b, because we know this is d by dx of log x is 1 by x. But if it is x, then it is simply 1 by x. If it is other than x, then you have to differentiate this because it is a composite function. If so here x plus b is not simply x, you have to differentiate this, that is derivative of x plus b. It is 1 divided by x plus b into derivative of x plus b is a. So it is a into, we can take it in the numerator, it is ax plus b raised to minus 1. Differentiate this, it is again like previous result, a as it is derivative of this x plus b raised to minus 1 is minus 1 into x plus b raised to minus 2 into a. And its derivative once again differentiating this with respect to x, it is a into a is a square, no? And derivative of this x plus b raised to, that is here we have written one more time it is same. So derivative of this one is again a square minus 1 as it is, derivative of x plus b raised to minus 2 is minus 2 into x plus b raised to minus 3 into a. Here minus 1 into minus 2 is minus 1 whole square. We have taken minus sign common 2 times. And then is to becomes 1 into 2, ax plus b raised to minus 3 into a square into a is a cube. We can write it as here y3 is equals to minus 1 square into 1 into 2 is factorial 2 into a cube divided by, because the power is negative, it is divided by ax plus b whole cube. And we can generalize this one. Yn is equals to minus 1 raised to 2 here. For third derivative it is 2 means here for nth derivative is n minus 1. Into, for third derivative it is factorial 2, for nth derivative it is n minus 1 factorial. And this a raised to 3 for y3 and it is a raised to n for yn, and divided by ax plus b raised to n. This is the nth derivative of log of ax plus b, and it is equals to minus 1 raised to n minus 1 into n minus 1 factorial into a raised to n divided by ax plus b raised to n. So this is again a formula you have to remember. While solving the examples, we use these results directly. So in today's session, we studied how many formulas of nth derivative? 5 formulas. That is, first one is e raised to mx, second one is a raised to mx, and third one is ax plus b raised to m, fourth one is 1 divided by ax plus b, and fifth one is log of ax plus b. These are all the formulas you have to remember. While solving the examples, we use these results directly. This is all about the today's session. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me at any time. Thank you for watching this. Thank you.